sharing my story, trying to create awareness on child abuse and um domestic violence and all that. Especially, I thank you to Mimi. I already mentioned Mimi for Esau Dillis. Esau Dillis, thank you so much. Komi Musa, thank you so much, sis. I know that you're my sister, but we are not allowed to do the things you do. I appreciate you so much. Thank you to Better Things for shining more light on my story and encouraging other people to speak up as that one girl to and to support that said about what happened to me. So I just want to thank you so much. Thank you to the people that haven't mentioned. All these people showing me love, believing me. It's not easy, trust me. People think that it's just for publicity or I just want to be popular. I mean, like, I don't understand. I feel like it's not even I feel like I'm already popular. I've always been popular. Even from school, like my childhood, from class, I was always a good, you know, I was always up in my class. It was just not I was popular. I've always been popular my whole life. It's not a new thing. Like I'm trying now to gain buzz or whatever. Like it's not the case, and it's not about inspiration or all that. There comes a time, there comes a time that you have to speak. I'm an artist. Artists don't only speak through songs. We have a responsibility to speak up because we are part of building a community. You know what I'm saying? Of making the world a better place. It's really hot here. I think I'm going to go in the back seat. Oh God. So yeah, just give me a minute. Oh, okay. That the sun too was too much there, so I can't really see. Just to enlighten everyone out there, you know, about the situation. Whew, it's not easy to talk about it. Trust me, it's not. Right now, I don't even have energy. Like, I'm struggling to do what I'm doing right now. But what has to be done has to be done. So that's why I'm doing it. Find a spot. Jesus. So, I've been seeing a lot of, you know, comment and all that based on my coming out speaking my truth. And so I just want to give people some reasons as to why it took me all this time to talk. It took me almost 20 years. It took me almost 20 years to talk about this thing. Oh my God, I feel like it took me almost 20 years to talk about it. It has been eating me up every single day of my life. Sometimes I want to say it, but the words can't even come out. It's like it's happening all over again. You know what I mean? It's terrifying to just even think about it, not to talk about opening up to someone. It doesn't matter who it is. Like, I have, you know, people that have always been there for me, been there to listen to me. So, but it hasn't been easy. The words can't come out of your mouth. It's not easy. Trust me. I've been in bondage all this while. People asking like, what's happening to Tila? What's happening to Tila? What's happening to Tila? What's happening to Betila? This is it. I cannot talk. I'm frustrated inside. Like, people, I see some, but it's just that the people were giving different reasons. Like, maybe it's because my career, maybe it's because I'm not working with Jovi anymore, or that. It has nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? So let me just give you a few reasons why let me say victims of these situations, victims of rape or sexual abuse, domestic violence, they can't really speak up because um first of all, there's this aspect of shame. You feel ashamed, like you ask yourself, is there something wrong with me? Maybe it happened to me because I'm I don't know. I'm an outcast. or I'm something. That's why it happened to me. Like, why is it not why it happened to me? I spent a lot of years asking God, like, why? I'm just a child. I'm an innocent child. I pray God all the time, every day. As a matter of fact, when I lost my dad, because my father passed away when I was 6. But I was a kid that knew things, so I understood that. I understood that he was gone. I prayed to God every day, like, just show me his face one more time, you know. But I didn't see him. So, you know, I was a heartbroken kid. Like, I used to be sad. I used to be a sad kid, like really sad kid. Oh, So I mean, people that knew my father, Mr. Lantum Alexander, they know how much we were close. He was an angel. You know what I mean? So it really demoralized me when he passed away. So so that's what I'm saying. Like, you start feeling ashamed. Like, first of all, maybe my father died. Why would he die? I used to blame everything that used to happen to me. That is because my father died. If my father was alive, this would never happen to me. You know. And so you feel ashamed. You cannot tell anybody. You start thinking, like, if I tell this person, how will it be? How will they look at me? How will they start acting? And you're just a child. You need things, like, you don't even know where you're going to go to, who you're going to go to. Because we never really went out like that, like to uncles or aunties and all that. No, we were always home. I grew up in a home. So another thing, the second point, that made me not to talk to now is fear. Fear of not being believed, fear of retribution, fear of how others will react to me and how they will treat me. Maybe fear of how I even thought of going to the police, but I was like, I'm just a child. Like, how would the police even, like, I was even scared of the police. As a matter of fact, I was scared of the police. I was just like, how will it be? Everybody will be looking at me and being like, that child, they raped that child, they raped that child. So I was like, I can't do that. So you're afraid. You're just like, who will even believe you? Like, because let me take in this particular case, because that's kind of like generalizing. In my case, which is my uncle, like I'm saying, this man was the chief registrar at the court of first instance in Bamenda. So he's a lawyer. So you know what I mean? Sometimes he would take me to the office, and I don't know, to kind of like intimidate me or whatever, because people are coming there with the cases. He's the one signing the certificate of non-conviction. There are people coming with cases and begging him, like, release my son that's here, release my daughter, or just maybe family disputes and stuff. So I was scared of this. You have no idea. I was even scared that I would get locked up. Like, if I say something like that, they can lock me up or something. So that's one of the reasons. Then um the other reason is, the third is uncertainty. You see, I at the start, he at the start, I mean, my uncle, he made me feel like, he made me think that it's a normal thing that girl children girl children go through. You see, I even believe that maybe if my dad was there, he would that's the same thing he would do, because that's the normal way for a girl to grow, or that's the normal way for a girl to mature. I had no idea it was a sick. I didn't even know, so I was just like, oh, I'm an innocent child. I knew that he loved me so much. The whole family loves him, everybody loves him. So if he's taking this time to actually try to teach me these things, I'm going to grow to be a very good girl. Like, my husband is going to love me because I know how to do this, I know how to do that. I didn't even know that, it was a bad thing that was happening to me. And I even said 13. I used 13, the age 13, because that's when I had surgery. That's when I was operated upon for for ovarian cyst. I remember in the hospital, I was in St. Austin College in that time. I remember I was rushed there, and then they were just like, I have to have surgery. And then I was like, why. I used to have pains in my stomach, so they did me an echography and they saw that I had a growth in my ovaries. So I mean, they tried to check if I was pregnant and all that, and I didn't even understand. I told them to even do me a virginity test. I was like, I don't have a boyfriend. I don't know anything about that. But I didn't even know that, what was happening to me, like what man was doing to me was, like he was actually having sex with me. Like, you know, like, Jesus, oh my God, damn, oh my goodness. Hey. Mm. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna, I'm not going to cry. You understand? Because I'm strong. I'm, I will not. I'm a strong woman. You see, I've gone through this, and it's no more. This is not time to cry anymore. It's time to wipe my tears and, you know, lead the people that are also going through this thing. Like, you are not alone. We'll get through this together. Okay, I think I can put the phone here. Oh my goodness. Oh God. Oh God. Oh shit. I'm shaking. Like, I can't really hold the phone. Oh my God. Okay, why must people go? Like I told you, because sometimes it's noisy out there and you want it to be silent. So a car is closed, and the sound is concentrated inside, so you can really be heard. That's why people sit in cars to do live videos. So he made me feel like he was instead building me up. Like, I even thought that that's what he was doing to his daughter. I mean, at the time, that's what I thought like it's a normal thing. And like, that's the way a girl is supposed to grow up. At the time too, my mom wasn't really available because her husband had just died. She had to, I mean, the way the system is really bad. She had to fight, like go to Yaoundé back and forth, to be able to secure the bag, like what my father left for us. It wasn't even easy to get it, you know. So yeah, this that's the third reason. I wrote this down so that I don't get, so I really get the message passed on. Another reason is guilt. Like, you feel guilty. Like, you feel guilty. You feel like every time I think about it, it is like it just happened. You know what I mean? It's like it is happening all over again. So we are trying to make sense out of it. Like, why is it happening, or how? At some point it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. Yeah, but it is like, why? Like, I started blaming myself even. Like, maybe it's because um I don't know, maybe it's because of my face, or maybe it's because of my ass or my boobs or something. I even started to just, like, boy, like, started being tomboy. Let me tell you people something. That's how it has even affected the way I dress, because people be like, what am I wearing, what am I wearing? It's because I'm trying to dumb down myself. I'm trying to not look pretty. I'm trying not to be out there. I'm trying to be like, just a shadow. So that's why. So I feel like I blamed myself for a while, and it just became more difficult to tell others, because if you blame yourself for something, you'll feel like, how, when you tell somebody, how will it be? They'll definitely judge you, so you can't really tell, you know. Then the fifth reason is, oh, okay, this is perfect. Oh God. The fifth reason why I didn't tell up to now, why it has taken me, almost 20 years to speak out, is because I thought that at some point I thought that I could maybe forget it, or like just block it from my head, just act like it never happened, just try to, just try to forget that it happened. You know what I'm saying? So I avoided it by every means. I tried to, like, I did everything I could to forget, like it didn't happen. That's what I did. But I don't know, sometimes it would just hit me, it would just come to my head, like what happened recently. Because that's also the reason why I came out right now, is it happened to me recently in Yaoundé. I just started shaking, I started crying, and then I remembered everything. I was like, oh my God, no, 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 no. I couldn't stop. I was panicking. You see, that time I was with my son's father, or I could say my baby daddy, or I was there. I started shaking, I started crying. I just went to a corner. I was like, no, this happened, no, oh no. So you try to avoid it, you try to forget about it, you try to act like it never happened. So, and after, it takes time. It takes time, you know, you know, it takes time. Yeah. You know, those are some of the reasons why I never said anything all this while. Then I also thought about my family. Is this man is a well-respected member of the family. You wouldn't even know. Everybody loves and respects him. He helps people. I saw some comments from people like, he helped them in Damukong. Why am I trying to tarnish his image and all that? It's a good thing for people to help you, but it doesn't mean you can't vouch for somebody, because you see this war, you don't know thing where person they do am. You don't know where person they get money. You understand, no? So if it, some man if you talk something about some man, you want claims you overknow the man. You know you for who side. You don't know he. You don't know. You are just talking about your own experience to the man. Me, I get my own experience with the man. I don't go through the. I talk about thing where I know. Thing where I don't go through. I know the talk and I say, who this and that. You understand what the talk now? So now the reason that me man talk say he be being a good person, he be being this person. Why I don't try to tarnish his image. I'm not tarnishing his image. He did tarnish his image the day he decided to violate me. You know what I'm saying? That's the time. Because this man was not only a grown-ass man, he was a lawyer. Like, it being a lawyer. So I've even on this imagine say, he knows say even by any means he will be able to defend himself. So so now the reason that it intimidate me very badly, big man like this, so people, I don't understand, don't say this kind of things, like you don't know what it takes to accept it, to finally accept it, like, okay, this thing happened, and then how do you do to move on from it? You see, so not the buy money case for that way, especially when it comes to this kind of topic, them it's very sensitive. You should watch what you say, because you have relatives too. You have a sister, you have a cousin, you have a a niece or whatever, and trust me, it could be happening to her and you have no idea. You will not go know say it dey happen for you. You understand? So make people, they be very careful. Oh. And other girl they no go be strong like me right now, because I've been strong for a long time. Before I want talk, so I'm really, trust me, it not be small thing. I don't cry so I've even tried to die. Let me tell you people something. I don't try for die plenty times. I've tried to take my life. I've attempted suicide, but I didn't die. This past month, every day I had a phobia. I thought that maybe this is the day that I'll go. I even went to Douala. Let me tell you that when we were in Douala the last time, I went to a hotel room, and I just, I thought that they would discover my body in that room. I put my phone, I unlocked my phone, I put on for corner. I feel say, okay, this is the day that my soul is going to leave my body. God will take me, because I just feel dead. Like, I don't feel like say, I didn't live. Like, God forbid though, because I have so many reasons to live for my dear darling son. I'm so sorry that this happened, you know, and I had these thoughts, but I couldn't help it. I had these thoughts before I even had my son. So the thoughts have just been there. The thoughts have been there. I've been thinking, I've been suicidal. Even when I was in school, when I became progressive, uh, 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 you see, I became progressive for year PCHS Bamenda. I tried it one time in the dormitory. I took some pills when I came back from the hospital. I took some pills. I took the medicine the way I be the drinker. Even when I had that surgery, I remember when they were pushing me and going with me to do the operation. I was just, for me, I did tell my family, say bye, like I'm never going to come back again. I wished that I wouldn't wake up from that surgery. But behold, I woke up on the bed. I was like, oh my God. As my mom had a rough time there because I was so difficult. I was just disturbing. I wanted to just die. I didn't know how to talk. I was like, it's better for me to just leave, but I not die. That day for progressive, I drink pills. I'm sure that if some of my classmates are watching me, I remember one day in the dormitory that I kind of fell in the gutter. I fell now for some gutter, so for dumb. They can't carry me for the go for infirmary. That time Mr. Terence was there. Like they came and saw me. I was lying there like that. I was looking, I was unconscious, you know, subconscious. You know, I was just there. I prayed that I should go, but I didn't go. God did not take me in that time. So I was just there. I was like, okay, I've tried it a couple of times. I've thought of all kinds of ways. I was like, which is the most painless way? What is the most painless way that somebody can do? That somebody can do to die? You know, how can I just leave people in peace? You know, how? But God not take me. So that's why right now I can speak, because I've tried all means. I've done everything, you know, to be able to try to solve this problem. And before coming with it to social media, I did talk with my family. Trust me, people don't even know. I spoke with my family. I spoke with some of my family members, not my whole family though, but I mean the key people. I did speak with them. But honestly, after I didn't really feel like, I didn't even feel, I still felt the urge to come out and speak up, because this man is in jail right now. But I feel like it's not even enough, because he's in jail for something, for some other reason. I mean, we are all sinners, right? Everybody, we are not perfect and all that. We are all sinners. But let me tell you, there's a difference between just being there. There's a difference, you know, between being a person who, you know, just a normal person, that the yin yang, has the good and the bad, and people that decide to dwell on the bad side of, you know, of humanity, like be a criminal, because that's being a criminal. When you know what you're doing is really bad and you still go ahead to do it, something as despicable as that to a child, you know what you're doing. I don't know whether it was occultism on our way to you, because I don't understand how a grown-ass man will be on a child, forcing. It took a while. It took time for it to actually happen, because he used to just touch me, touch me, just, you know, try to go in, but it wouldn't even go. And after I would just be exhausted, or I would have cried enough, then he would just allow it. Another time again, he would just do it again, just like that, just like that, just like that, until it wasn't even like a one-time thing. What I think is normal, you know. I couldn't tell anybody, because I'm like, I think is what I thought what was happening is normal. I didn't even realize it until, you know, I was crying. I mean, I didn't want it. I didn't want it. My body, it felt like it's not right. You know what I mean? But I was like, you know, what do I even know? Because I'm like, I feel say I overnoting them. You know what I mean? So I just give up sometimes. Like, okay, maybe this is how the world is. You know, this is how the world is. So, yeah, that's it. And so I mean, like, Jesus. And people are like, I shouldn't have brought it to social media. I shouldn't have brought it to social media. I was supposed to talk about it with my family. Maybe because he was my family member, or he is my family member, and, you know, it's going to destroy the reputation and all. So my question is, what if it was someone else, you know, like, forget about Forget about it being family. Just say it's just a random person that did that. Will it make it more valid? Will it make my pain more valid? Will it make you accept that I was a child that was abused? I don't understand. Like, it doesn't make it any different because it's a family member. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's even worse when it's even worse when it's a family member, because it's somebody, your family is, there are people that you rely on for unconditional love, for support when the world is against you. But imagine that your family is the one that is taking away um your happiness, your peace, is breaking you. Is the worst thing that could ever happen to somebody. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I'm telling you guys, you people have no idea. You have no idea. I wouldn't wish it. Anybody that's gone through that kind of thing, I sympathize massively with that person, because the trauma of it. Maybe you think, yeah, everybody has sex. What is there? Try having, like, when they force you to do something. Let's not even go about having sex. Even in a home, when they force you to wash maybe clothes or wash dishes, how do you even feel? Not to talk about